Starting off today with Sora versus Pit, Kingdom Hearts versus Kid Icarus. Uh, if you watched, last episode, I believe it was. Yeah, last episode with Sephiroth. You know that I'm a bit of a Kingdom Hearts fan. I've played all of the games. I've read some of the mangas. I you know about the lore, though I wouldn't say I am a professional in it, because that shit gets kind of confusing. But based on what I know of Sora, I think he's gonna clean this up easy. So, fuck this pit guy. Alright, let's hop right into it.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by War Robots, the tactical 6v6 multiplayer game for iOS, Android, and Fire OS.
The game's like it, wizards love for science, and my other weapons had a baby, wrapped in rich 3D graphics. My favorite bot is Griffin.
Pick up the game and see if you can take us down.
Install War Robots now and get a huge starter pack of the Leo Robot, 1K weapon, 3 Mola weapons, 100 gold, and 400,000 silver.
If the fate of the universe is at stake, the last person you should trust to save it is a naive teenager with magical weapons they don't understand.
Yeah.
Everybody does it anyway.
Like Sora, the Keyblade-wielding savior of Kingdom Hearts.
And Pit, the Angel Warrior from Kid Icarus.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Once upon a time, there was a small child full of promise named Sora.
And he lived on the one and only Destiny Island. Sora and his friends Riku and Kairi grew up honing their athletic skills by playing sports with Final Fantasy characters who don't judge Sora's fashion choices. Wait a minute, what the hell are Final Fantasy characters doing there?
A hint of things to come. For the longest...
Age 15, height 5'2", weight 112 pounds, homeland Destiny Island, wielder of the Kingdom Key, bearer of Ventus's heart, and his original outfit was, of course, inspired by Mickey Mouse.
The residents of Destiny Island lived a peaceful life, but it wasn't long until a soulless embodiment of evil would invade the island. This was the Heartless.
But the arrival of these creepy crawlers wasn't the only surprise. Alongside the darkness came light in the form of a Keyblade, which is the key to fixing everything. Super subtle.
This Keyblade in particular was known as the Kingdom Key, and was drawn to Sora thanks to...
The Kingdom Key, 3 feet 6 inches long, can open or close any door, is a conduit for his magic spells, transformed via keychains or gear, and can act on a wielder's heart's desire even when unconscious.
His pure heart. With the Kingdom Key, Sora had the means to combat the Heartless.
By unlocking doors?
Well, yes, the Keyblade can get past almost any lock.
The Kingdom Key was originally intended for Riku, but his heart was lost to the darkness. Sora, having touched the light that was within Riku's heart, instead received the Keyblade.
Out there. But despite not...
So to clarify, despite how much I like Sora, and Riku is a fucking douche, he was the better choice for the Keyblade. He was a better athlete, a better fighter, better tactician, more mature, and the only reason he got the Keyblade was essentially a mistake in the grand cosmos. Riku lost his heart to the darkness, and that would have been that. Everyone would have been fucked. Except for the fact that Sora happened to get lucky and touch that little piece of light that was in Riku's heart.
Having a long, sharp edge, it's a surprisingly deadly sword.
It's a key, it's a sword, and it's also a wand. Sora can use it to cast all sorts of magic spells like a wizard. He can even shoot a laser beam all the way to the moon.
Unfortunately, despite his newfound weapons, the Heartless were overwhelmed. The darkness washed over Destiny Island, and just like that, it was gone.
But thanks to cosmic reasons, Sora wound up face to face with Goofy and Donald Duck. Yep, he ended up in the most magical place on Earth, Disney.
If you're confused, don't worry. You are not hallucinating. Somehow.
Yeah, everyone was confused. When this shit first came out and we saw Disney and Square Enix next to each other on the same box, and then we saw Final Fantasy characters immediately followed by us getting transported somewhere where Pluto is licking our face, it's like, bro, what the fuck is happening? Am I having a stroke?
In some way, this impossibility exists. Turns out, while Goofy and Donald have been lovable cartoons for decades, they're also world-hopping warriors.
Oh my god, this is the best thing ever!
Exactly what I said, and that is why I played every single game.
From then on, Sora teamed up with his new friends to lock the doors to the Hearts of Worlds, saving them from the Heartless Grip.
And he wasn't even old enough to get a driver's license.
While Sora may not have been strong enough to save Destiny Island, he quickly learned an enormous amount of talent perfect for beating back the darkness.
Including some genuine ass-kicking magic, like shooting fireballs.
Fire magic, Thundaga, the electric magic, Blizzaga, ice magic, cure, healing magic, Gravaga, gravity magic, Stopga, time stopping, glide, Ragnarok, and his different drive forms.
Freezing baddies with blizzards, smiting with lightning, and more.
He can reflect projectiles, manipulate time, magnetize objects, and even alter gravity.
He's got a bunch of other magic attacks, but my favorite is Ragnarok, which fires a bunch of homing energy beams. And I guess he's got some magic abilities that don't involve beating monsters up, which I think is pretty lame, but Wiz insists we talk about it.
Thanks to the Kingdom Key Sword, he can use spells which remove negative effects, including curing his own wounds. He can also glide like Peter Pan and teleport like Figment.
I still don't know if we should call it a sword, but Sora can make it even better with keychains. They can even transform the whole Keyblade into more powerful versions with way more badass names, like Keeper.
With all these abilities, Sora battled the Heartless and took the fight to the man who discovered them, Xehanort. He even defeated Xehanort's Heartless and his nobody.
Oh, that's kind of hard, Wiz. Why are you calling him a nobody? He's definitely...
No. I swear to God, if they explain. Buckle in, this is probably gonna get confusing.
Somebody.
No, see, a nobody is a somebody without a heart. But a Heartless isn't a somebody or a nobody, though they may have been a somebody filled with anger, like Scar from the Lion King.
Well, I'm a somebody that's really confused.
But this...
Alright, let me try to explain. So, a Heartless sometimes is just a manifestation of darkness. Other times, it, like they said, could be someone consumed by anger, like Scar. They are then transformed into a powerful Heartless instead of the regular fodder that you normally fight. These are where you get your boss fights from. After the first game, we find out about nobodies. Nobodies are what's left over after a Heartless is created from someone with a strong heart. So when he says he beat Xehanort's Heartless and is nobody, what he means is Xehanort's heart fell to darkness and he became a Heartless. He defeated that. Sora was able to defeat that creation. At the same time, because his heart fell to darkness and he had a strong heart, a nobody was created, which went to lead Organization 13, which was a organization of other nobodies who all wanted to get hearts for themselves. We'll leave it at that, because otherwise I'm going to start talking forever. And Sora managed to also defeat that guy. So that's what he means. Like I said, confusing. Boomstick is right to be confused. sorry for interrupting. I just really love this game.
Save all worlds, Sora found he had to be insanely strong, fast, and tough.
He's speedy enough to run up a building and quick enough to dodge magic lightning.
Not just magic lightning, real legitimate lightning.
Sora has defeated Thunder Afs, which in-game data files describe as moving so fast they leave lightning in the dust.
From the sky, a feat which could only take mere milliseconds.
Sora put all that speed to good use once by perfectly blocking hundreds of
Hell yeah.
plays from damn near every angle in just a few seconds. So it's safe to say
Fights in that game get crazy, man. Battled 1,000 Heartless at once, sliced through 7 buildings at once, overpowered a Rock Titan, resisted transmutation and time manipulation, shot a laser to the moon in a single second, survived multiple gummy ship crashes, and defeated Ansem, Cloud, Hercules, Ursula, and Xemnas. Defeated way more than that, but yeah.
he's no slouch.
As for his strength, not only has he cut through giant building-like structures with ease, he's launched
Shit. Hold on. I didn't realize my charger fell out. There we go.
them as projectiles. Though gravity is in flux here, a building this size normally weighs around 100,000 pounds.
He's held back too with Cerberus's head and went toe-to-toe with Hercules. You know, the demigod who threw a giant rock monster into space.
Although this Titan's shape is too inconsistent to scale, by treating him as a series of cones made of granite, we can estimate his weight as over 1,600 tons.
That's like throwing 200 T-Rexes into the sky. So yeah, Herc is really strong, and Sora can take a hit from him, no problem.
Honestly, Sora's ability to take a hit might be one of his strongest characteristics. He's survived the jaws of Cerberus, ancient Chinese dragons, being shot by a musket, and hell, the fires of Hades.
But he isn't without his downfalls. While he's strong in his own right, he relies a lot on his friends, like all the goddamn time.
He can't even enter his fancy drive forms, which boost his power to give him an extra Keyblade, without help from Goofy and Donald.
So no drives forms for this fight then. Sora has access to limit drive form on his own, but this has only served as a method of relearning forgotten basic abilities.
So in a broad scope, he's fairly limited on his own.
No big deal though. Luckily for Sora, most locks only need one key.
I'm not sure if that was profound or just stupid.
You're stupid.
The heart may be weak, and sometimes it may even give in. But I've learned that deep down there's a light that never goes out.
You tell him, Sora.
Let us return to the distant past, to an age long ago, when gods and man lived together in harmony.
How long ago was this?
25 years ago.
What?
Anyway, the kingdom of Angel Land was ruled by 2 goddesses. Palutena, the goddess of light, and Medusa, the goddess of darkness.
Who pretty much treated everyone like crap by turning people into statues and destroying their crops.
Oh my
But hey, what'd you expect from a being who holds the title Goddess of Darkness? She's just doing her job.
Angered by these misdeeds, Palutena transformed Medusa into an ugly, one-eyed, parcel-tongued monster and banished her to the dark underworld.
Talk about throwing shade! Long story short, Medusa waged war with Palutena, who summoned the greatest hero Angel Land has ever known. Hit!
My arrows will stop that Ipicus Maximus.
No, definitely not that one. This one.
Hang on. Greatest hero ever? More like his mom needs to drop him off at elementary school.
Don't let looks fool you. Pit may seem young, but he is the captain of the Icarus Army, keepers of the peace and personal guards to Lady Palutena herself.
Wait, you're telling me this stupid-looking kid is the captain of an army? Well, at least he can fly with those wings. Alright, that's pretty cool.
Actually, he can't.
Age unknown, 5 foot. Sorry, 5'3", 124 pounds. Skyworld, captain of the Icarus army, loyal servant to Lady Palutina. He is not Icarus or Cupid, nor does he say Icus. Believes eating ice cream off the floor gives you health. Bro.
What? Look, he's flying right there.
Well, Pit may have superhuman abilities, but he can't actually fly on his own. Thankfully, Palutena regularly grants him mystic wings, which do allow flight, though they can only exist for up to 5 minutes. After that, they burst into flames, sending Pit careening to a horrible end.
Holy shit! So the captain of an angel army doesn't have his own working angel wings. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's a little strange, but
Power of Flight only lasts for 5 minutes. Divine Powers, Health Recovery, Freeze Attack, Explosive Flame, Mega Laser, Ares Armor, Reflect Barrier, and Invisible Shots.
don't try to bring it up. He's a bit touchy on the subject.
Anyway, Pit managed to defeat Medusa, and everyone lived happily ever after. Just kidding, Medusa came back 25 years later, looking better than ever, by the way. And this time, Hades came along to mess things up, too.
As captain of the Icarus army, Pit has some extensive training under his belt. How else would all these soldiers save Palutena from a sudden invasion of vegetables?
Right. But what's a soldier without his weapons? Pit's got a huge arsenal of weaponry.
He is well known for his archery skills and shows it off with his trusty weapon of choice, the Palutena bow.
This bow uses awesome laser arrows that can actually be guided by Pit, and if his enemies get
Just casually fighting Link.
close, Pit can split the bow into 2 short blades for quick, deadly slices. Now that's a practical weapon.
He is highly skilled with several classes.
Bows, blades, staves, claws, palms, clubs, arms, obertures, and cannons.
Of weapons. His arsenal has been imbued with the strength and power of the gods, making humans incapable of wielding them.
These range from orbitars, like floaty shoulder cannons that can also block attacks, to blades, cannons, claws, hammers, staves, clubs, and weaponized tattoos. I wish my tattoo was a weapon. Anyway, all these weapons were forged by Mentos, the god of forge.
Dintos,
the fresh maker, and the guy who also crafted Pit's ultimate weapons, the 3 sacred treasures.
Hidden away in 3 sealed caskets, the sacred treasures consist of Angel Land's mightiest weapons, which can only be used by the most heroic and worthy of heroes.
The mirror shield reflects projectiles.
Arrow of Light is Pit's ultimate weapon, can only be fired 1 at a time. Wings of Pegasus grants him unlimited flight. And the Mirror Shield, which deflects projectiles. There's also the Silver Armor and the Great Sacred Treasure.
The wings of Pegasus give Pit unrestricted flight and improved speed. And the Arrow of Light is the ultimate weapon of the gods that can murder basically anything.
The Arrow of Light is absolutely the deadliest weapon in Pit's arsenal, and increases in power based on Pit's own health and strength. And when all 3 treasures come together, Pit is granted the legendary Silver Armor.
You tapping into my stash of booze, Wiz? That's not silver, it's gold.
Well, colors are different in heaven, I guess.
Weird. Well, Pit's learned several abilities.
Yeah, like if it's gold, why call it Silver Armor? Why not just call it Gold Armor or Holy Armor?
Throughout his adventures, like healing, dropping mines, and making his arrows invisible. And all of his skills came in handy. Not only did he defeat Medusa, but he's taken on alien pirates, a space dragon, and the god of death, Thanatos.
At one point when Thanatos attacked the village, he launched a large boulder which Pit obliterated so thoroughly it was completely pulverized in midair.
Wait a minute, how are those Trojan horse Star Wars walkie thingies not tipping over?
Focus, Boomstick. Pulverization is defined as reducing an object to dust, which certainly applies here. To determine the force necessary to do so, we first need the size of that boulder. For that, we'll compare the boulder to those pillars.
Oh, here comes the math. Strap on your pocket protectors, nerds.
Thanatos, when standing near Pit, appears to be about 11 feet 6 inches tall. By comparing his height to the pillars, we've determined them to be 18 feet tall. By comparing that to the boulder, it's clear it has a diameter of 115 inches. To pulverize a stone this large, Pit's strike must have outputted energy equal to nearly 1,600 pounds of TNT.
Damn! Little angel kid can dish it out.
Pit's also incredibly quick. He was able to maneuver, react, and fly from the top of these clouds to the lunar sanctum in less than 40 seconds. Despite looking like one, that's no moon. It's a space station, orbiting the Earth at a similar altitude to the International Space Station. The average distance from the ISS to the highest cloud layers is about 242 miles, meaning Pitt must have flown around 21,600 miles per hour.
That's Mach 28. Suck
Not
it,
bad.
man.
Not only that, Pitt dodged a laser which covered this distance in a fraction of a second, most likely moving a little over 90 million miles per hour.
Oh my god, that not moon thing.
Pulverized a boulder, survived a 2,000-foot fall, has battled the galactic fiend Kraken, flew to space in under 40 seconds, while transfigured into a ring could still control his wearer, defeated Hades, Medusa, Thanatos, and Pandora, and survived being turned into an eggplant. Bro, this game is weird.
It really is the Death Star.
With Pitt's superhuman durability, he's tanked hits from gods and taken falls that would turn any normal man into...
An angel?
Well, a dead man, yes. In his final duel with Hades, the god of the underworld, Pitt took a devastating blow that sent him plummeting at least 2,000 feet. Given Pitt's weight, the impact of that fall would be over 8 tons of force.
And he was fine! This Hades guy can cut through giant diamond spires, so a hit from him could be as powerful as nearly 30 tons of TNT.
Of course, while Pitt may be formidable,
It does have some fourth wall awareness, but has done nothing more than simply reference it. He cannot manipulate his own medium like Deadpool.
he's not perfect. He has been tricked into losing fights multiple times, and often relies on assistance from his godly allies.
But this kick-ass angel isn't afraid to charge headfirst into a fight, even with his wings on fire.
In the name of the goddess Palutena, defender of all that is good, those who hide in the darkness will be made to face the light.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Skip.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, all this talk about
Yeah, Blue Apron. Oh, nice. I like that they're using the arena because it's one of the few places where it can make one-on-one fights where Donald and Goofy aren't backing up Sora. Plus, it connects to like other dimensions and stuff to give you people like Sephiroth to fight.
Yahoo! Go get him, pal! What he said!
So, whose rear am I kicking this time?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh.
Take this!
So just me, or does this pit kind of sound like Deku? Maybe it's not Deku, but the voice is familiar.
Ha! I've seen candles that are scarier than you.
Why does that voice sound so familiar? Sorry, I should pause it. Oh,
Let's take this to the next level.
and did you see that shit? Like, bro, look at his fucking face.
Let's take this to the next level.
Ooh, aerial fight. Yeah, no, that's definitely, he sounds like Deku. That's the fucking, that part definitely sounded like fucking Deku.
Whoa! You can teleport? Mind blown!
Let's see what you think of this.
Did you stop that? Get him, Sora. Time to face the light.
Attaboy, Sora!
Thanks, Goofy.
KO! Ouch! That's one way to fly too close to the Sora. Son, Pit may have had the advantage in flight and experience, but he couldn't beat Sora's strength, toughness, and speed.
Pit may have dodged a laser moving 90 million miles per hour, but Sora's reaction speed was quick enough to dodge natural light. A lightning bolt's return stroke, which constitutes a bright flash, moves at around 220 million miles per hour, over twice as fast as Pit's.
That combined with his teleporting and time manipulation powers meant Sora was just too quick for Pit to land very many big hits. Plus, when Sora shot that Keyblade beam to the moon, it took 1 second flat.
That's 1.28 times the speed of light.
Damn.
Much faster than anything Pit's reacted to before. Of course, Pit did have enough weapons to keep Sora busy, but Sora's impressive and wide-ranging magical arsenal provided multiple...
Pit has used items which transfigure enemies into eggplants, mallets, and things like that, but Sora has transformed himself back from similar inanimate objects before.
counters for pretty much anything Pit threw at him, including superior healing techniques.
Hey, remember that building Sora cut through? Slicing it up like Swiss cheese was impressive enough, but this building was completely made of stone from top to bottom, and Sora cut through 7 at once!
These buildings may have been composed of a modest stone like granite, which has a minimum shearing strength of 14 megapascals. In comparison to Sora's height, each building was about 23 feet tall. By measuring Sora's largest slash and the distance cut through all 7 buildings, we can determine Sora's striking energy to equal, at minimum, 78 tons of TNT.
That's way more than Pit's boulder pulverizing feat. No wonder this guy beat Herc.
Speaking of which, let's compare some of the...
Pit's Great Sacred Treasure and Sora's Gummy Ship were not included as they were incidental. Their uses would likely counter each other anyway.
Strongest beings Sora and Pit have taken hits from. The amount of energy needed for Hercules to throw that rock titan into space had to have been around 24 megatons of TNT, whereas Hades strikes were equivalent to only 30 tons at best.
So Pit had never survived anything close to Sora's strongest attack. Just by numbers alone, Sora's strength, speed, and durability just outclassed Pit. And the Keyblade by itself had a way more impressive track record than any of Pit's weapons. You might say it was the key to this fight. And when we pit them together, one of them was bound to be a Sora loser.
The winner is Sora.